Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Machedo is the best.
All right. Once again, UAE is in the news, but not for the right reasons, for all the wrong reasons. And before I read out the article, link will be put down below. Also do share your comments, because I'm interested to know what you think. Now the thing that kind of surprises me is, like, look at the timing. The timing for this news. This is coming closer and closer towards Expo 2020. So is it a planned expose, or are there powers beyond what we assume is happening? My gut feeling before I start the article, I think this is this is a tit for tat. I think my assumption is, like, for example, the Houthi rebels, or Qatar, or for that matter even Saudi. I think if they, imagine, like, you want to damage someone and gain benefit from it, this is what you would do. Why Qatar? Because UAE teamed up with Saudi against Qatar, which is, you don't forget when you try to betray someone and destroy them. UAE and Saudi try to destroy Qatar. I don't think it's a hug and kiss and forget. So Qatar, I feel, could be behind this. The second one could be, I would say, Saudi. Why do I say Saudi? Primarily because Saudi benefits in investments and economics if UAE is not the key player. Yes, Qatar is there as the second option. People normally expats. They normally like to come to Dubai first. If you say Middle East, it's Dubai by default. If it's not Dubai, the second is Qatar. And so Saudi wants to be in that mix, that if not Dubai, don't choose Qatar, choose Saudi. I'll give you a lot of perks and benefits. And the only thing is, Mohammed bin Salman has to work hard to remove the stigma that comes from being, an extreme Arab Muslim country. That is why, all the pally, friendly, like Donald Trump, after he got into office, he visited Saudi first, shake hands. Then they made sure that, okay, you don't need to put a scarf on your head. Okay, call all these artists to enjoy and have fun. And we know what is the reason. The oil field, the oil output. One Emirati even shared with me the oil base. The name I gave you last time is starting with S. It's a conflict zone between Saudi and UAE, which is not yet settled. And then we know the OPEC disagreement that took place. So overall, before I even start the article, what I want to tell you is, I feel this is all a planned expose. It's not fake news. It's a real news, but evidence was gathered and presented at the right time. Okay. Now, how do I think this news is going to damage UAE? Well, UAE is going to lose its standing with Europe, with USA. Once you know a guy, let's say you are having a couple of friends, but one guy has been caught spying on you guys and spying on your friends and leaking information, and you will discuss within your group and say, watch out for that guy, and even if they do business, it'll be done at arm's length, or critical businesses will not be used. So anyway, before I get into that, I thought I would say this. Now, the article is from The Guardian. Please do support them, because they give good articles. I support them from time to time. Even if you give $1, it supports the paper. UAE linked to listing of hundreds of UK phones to Pegasus project leak. Now, why this is even more damaging than USA is because UAE and UK have very strong ties, and the bulk of most of the foreigners, especially the whites, the British or the UK citizens are most preferred in UAE. I don't know what is the reason. And then it's Europe. Americans, not that much, but it's predominantly UK. Maybe because they are big spenders, or that's why Dubai has modeled itself in a way that UK or European expats, they come and they like to drink in the pub and blow money and spend money at the beach and eat brunch and this family outing thing. Predominantly UK citizens, they like to live a good life. They like to enjoy the sun, the sand. Don't try using the same analogy for an Indian. Indian has enough of sun and sand, and he just wants to save money. So UK citizens normally are preferred in UAE, and I guess it's because the Queen, the UK had ruled the UAE states. It was under the British monarchy. I'm not too sure. I think it was, yeah, until they got their independence from their, the princely states. Okay. Anyway, I may make a mistake. Just correct me where I'm wrong. I read history, but I don't remember each and everything. So, member of the House of Lords in Britain, once detained in UAE, among those appearing in the database. Okay. A member of the House of Lords is among 400 people whose UK mobile phones appear to be in the leaked number of identified by NSO's group client governments between 2017 and 19, The Guardian revealed. Remember what I told you before? This was a planned expose. See, this news was 2017 to 2019, but it's appearing now. They're talking about it now. Okay? The principal government responsible for selecting the UK numbers appear to be the United Arab Emirates, according to an analysis of the data. The UAE is one of the 40 countries that had access to the NSO spyware and is able to hack and secretly take control of the mobile phone. Now keep in mind, 40 countries are there which are dealing with the NSO, but the focus is UAE. look at the funny thing. The focus is UAE, Pegasus software, Israel. Why? That's why whenever anyone shares a media news, I think beyond just what the news, why are they exposing this? Why now? Why not before, or why not later? The phones of Sheikh Mohammed's daughter, Princess Latifa, who launched a failed bid to escape Dubai in 2018, his ex-wife, Princess Haya, who fled the country and came to UK in 2019, both appear on the data. So too the phones of several associates of both the women, including the case of Haya, mostly UK-based members. Now, here's another thing. You seriously think that only UAE is spying? You don't think USA is spying on its citizens? Why do you think Edward Snowden and Julian Assange are being detained? What did they do wrong? No, Julian Assange, not Edward Snowden. Why do you think they're wanted, or why do you think they're detaining Julian Assange? Why are we acting dumb? Hillary Clinton's emails which are leaked, all this, weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, but they found nothing. And then eventually people realize, oh, okay, what? Bin Laden was given the training and supplied weapons by USA. Saddam Hussein was, weapons and training by USA. Then, who's that? Even Gaddafi, they had some bloody agreement, directly, indirectly, not too clear on that one. But ISIS was the weapons or the training or whatever. See, in everything US is involved. It's a political game. I'm not saying US is a bad country. It's playing politics. It's playing the game of divide and rule in such a way that in the end, they are the last ones standing. They are the ones who will say, we are the leaders, the policemen who will ensure democracy, you follow us. I mean, today, because of social media and the internet, the US is exposed for so many shortcomings. They themselves don't have unity. Their economy itself is in shambles. They themselves have not paid the deficit. They can't agree on one single thing. Even the vaccines, supposed to be the most futuristic modern country, were one of the bloody worst records where vaccines are concerned. In fact, look at the presidents, the way the fights are taking place between political parties. Utterly disturbing and disgusting. So when your house is not in order, what are you going around policing the whole world? When you can't pay your own deficit, what you are talking about? Oh, we are the leaders, and what? You're a leader who has taken loans and living life beyond his means? What nonsense, man. Wait, let me log in. In multiple statements. So the point I was trying to make is, it's not just UAE who is spying. All countries are spying on citizens, on other people. It's a game of chess. So this, I don't know why people have to be, oh shit, UAE is spying. No, US is spying, UK is spying, everyone's spying. In fact, UK Boris, the minister, released a statement that if you leak classified document, or if you publish, basically it's if you reveal the truth, you'll have serious repercussions. Same thing with Australia. All these countries, all these governments spying. Now the question is it necessary? I guess so. Because, expecting 100% privacy, anonymity, it's never going to happen, man. Never. Why do you think cryptocurrency is also going to fail? Because even where good intentions are there, people's greed takes over, and you just need one bad person to mess up the whole system. One bad person in the cryptocurrency space opens an exchange, cheats people of billions. Can you stop human greed? You can never do that. Okay, what's next? Wait. Okay, in multiple statements, NSO said the fact that a number appeared on the leaked list was no way indicative of whether a number was targeted for surveillance using Pegasus. The list is not a Pegasus list of potential targets, the company said. The number is a list not related to the NSO in any way. It's not related to the NSO. Is it related? I don't know. You're bloody confusing me, man. But the Guardian and other media partners that had access to data as part of the Pegasus project, the media consortium, believe the list indicates the persons of interest selected by the government clients of NSO. These people include across the world whose phones showed traces of NSO spyware. Pegasus, according to forensics analysis of their device, those with UK numbers appear on the list include, now they'll give the names of the people who are included. Lady Uddin, UDDIN, an independent member of the House of Lords, who had appeared on the data both 2017 and 18. She said if there's a number of spying on members of parliament, it would amount to a great breach of trust, which contravenes our sovereignty. Okay, one more thought. UK is not going to address this issue. Reason being is, a lot of money is being invested with a lot of people in power in UK. They get a lot of benefit by keeping UAE in good books. So just as Donald Trump is not going to be taken to court, Saudi is not going to be held responsible for its war crimes, or not war crimes, or whatever they have done. Money talks, man. End of the day, you invest billions. The guy in power will make sure you're always kept safe. We do this in our personal lives. We do it in our professional lives. You don't think they're going to do it at the highest levels of the government? Then wait. Then the next one, a lawyer working for a London law firm advising Princess Haya. Haya is embroiled in a bitter custody battle with Sheikh Mohammed in the family division of the highest court of justice. John Gosden, a leading house trainer based on Newmarket, also a friend of Princess Haya herself, an international equestrian, hope I got that right, rider. Number of people working for Haya security and PR team also appear on the data. John Chipman, a chief executive of a defense think tank who runs the International Institute for Strategic Studies that runs an annual conference in Bahrain, one of UAE's allies. Spying on your allies also. Matthew Hedges, a Briton detained in UAE for 7 months in 2018, whose number first appears in the data when he was in UK before embarking on the trip. I want to know what the British government is doing about it, he said. The answer is like what Russell Peters says, nothing. Okay. Other high-profile UK names who appear on the list have already been named, such as Raula Khalaf, the editor of Financial Times, who was the deputy editor when her name appeared on the data 2018. NSO said, of course they will deny it, You think NSO is going to say, yes, yes, of course, we are spying. No. There is no attempt or successful Pegasus interaction with Khalaf's phone. Of course, NSA is innocent. So innocent. Earlier this week, The Guardian also revealed the listing of number of human rights lawyers, Rodney Dixon QC, who acted for both the hedges and the financee. Okay. Fiance, sorry. Financee of murdered Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, Hatis King Jizz. Sounds like Jizz. Okay. If you don't know what is Jizz, don't Google it. Okay. Analysis of the data suggests a number was a small group of UK numbers that appear and have been selected by Saudi Arabia. Lawyers for NSO suggested it was technically impossible for Dixon phones to be targeted by Saudi Arabia. Forensics analysis of Dixon's device conducted by Amnesty International security lab showed Pegasus-related activity, but no successful infection. Okay, so bottom line, what do I think? Yeah. Number one is, why we acting so surprised? After what Edward Snowden risked his entire life, career, everything, and revealed that everyone's spying on everyone. As long as you have a smartphone, they can spy on you. Why be surprised? Why be, oh shit? Number one. Second one is, which country is innocent? Please give me the name. Okay, maybe Iceland. Maybe, you know, Arctic, Antarctic. I don't know if they're countries also. I mean, Greenland. Yeah, but these are countries which don't matter. You think Russia is not spying, you think USA is not spying, you think UK is not spying. They all are the, you know, it's like you have to select a girl to marry and all of them are prostitutes. So which prostitute will you marry? One who has boom boom 10 customers or one who has boom boom 5? So in the same way where UAE is concerned, I just feel that okay, fine, UAE is doing whatever it takes to survive, sustain, grow, and it's trying to break out of the Middle East mold and position itself as the most modern happening Arab country, teamed up with Israel, teamed up with USA. So obviously the other Arab countries will not like it very much. So that is why now it's a game of political chess. Saudi makes friends with UAE, UAE makes friends with Israel, but Saudi doesn't make friends with Israel. Then Saudi and UAE wanted to ensure blockade with Qatar, and to do that they met up with the USA and offered to buy defense contracts and defense material. And then our Donald Trump said, Qatar, you're supporting terrorists, Then Sheikh Tamim, he goes and meets Donald Trump, shakes his hand, gives him a couple of billions, and he says, Qatar is good friends, they're doing a lot. Yeah, where you have money, Baba, anything goes. So that's the second part. No country is saint. Number 3 is the timing. The timing of this is before Expo. If Expo is a flop, see, Expo is not going to be a grand success, but they'll do their best to position it as a grand success, and yes, they will try their best to get investors. But if Expo gets impacted with the way Tokyo is getting impacted with negativity, it will have its repercussions. The leadership will be questioned. You leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth. And UAE will suffer for the next 1 year if Expo flops. And that 1 year will lead to another tsunami of domino effect here. So UAE has a lot to handle right now on its plate, lot. I just feel this is a targeted expose. I'm not saying that they're innocent, but there are no saints either. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. You let me know, am I right, am I wrong? Do you think this will impact the UAE? Do you think it will impact any relation, or just money talks? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.